Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at what I think is some very good news about the future of Star Wars. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Greetings, Exalted Ones. Welcome to Star Wars Coffee, the only place on the internet that you need to stay up to date with all things Star Wars. We're talking the latest Star Wars news, leaks, and of course, as always, giving you my analysis. Channel memberships are now live, and for $1.99 a month, you can get exclusive videos from me weekly as we rewatch the entire Star Wars series together. Finally, we have put an end to this long talked about, long rumored Marvel and Star Wars crossover. This has kind of been its own little niche within the sci-fi comic book type of community for a long time about a Star Wars and Marvel crossover, and personally, I never thought that this was a good idea. But I know a lot of you probably didn't come to hear my opinion on it, so I will give you what Kevin Feige has to say about it, and then after that, I will give you my opinion on it. So let's take a look at this article from Yahoo Entertainment by Kevin Polloway. Kevin Feige assures us that there will never be a Marvel Star Wars crossover movie. You wouldn't think it would ever actually happen, but the moment it was announced that Kevin Feige, the Marvel Studios chief who's engineered 23 movies, 13 years and 3 phases of straight hits with very few missteps, was branching out from the Marvel Cinematic Universe and into this Lucasfilm Star Wars universe, it was a thought that crossed all of our minds. Could Marvel and Star Wars someday cross streams in a movie? It's a natural wonder given with the Marvel and Lucasfilm both under the Disney umbrella, the trucks, so to speak, are parked in the same garage. If you'd ask me if anything we're talking about right now was in the realm of possibility 20 years ago, I would have said, I don't think so. Kevin Feige tells us during a recent interview promoting yet another one of his MCU coups, the Disney Plus TV spin-off WandaVision. Very good show, by the way. But wait for the but. He says, but I really don't think so, he quickly adds. I don't think there's any reason for it. Beyond Feige, we are already seeing some crossover behind the scenes. The super producer hired Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness and Loki writer Michael Waldron to pen the mysterious Star Wars film he's currently developing and will say absolutely nothing about. A crossover wouldn't be entirely unprecedented, at least in the wider canon of comic books. Marvel was the first publisher to release Star Wars comics in the late 70s and early 80s, a license that the publisher reacquired in 2015. Feige also admits to enjoying the Star Trek and X-Men crossover Planet X, which Marvel released in 1996, on the page anyway. As for any team-ups, Kevin Feige says the closest you'll ever get is Patton Oswalt's hilarious pre-Force Awakens filibuster from a Season 5 episode of Parks and Rec, in which he imagines Thanos, Tony Stark, Spider-Man, and the X-Men Fantastic Four crashing Episode 7 and linking the universes. That, Kevin Feige says, is probably as close as we'll ever get. This is such good news, specifically to me. I don't think there's any need for any type of crossover between Star Wars and Marvel, especially in that context. Star Wars is supposed to be taking place in a galaxy far, far away, and the MCU is literally placed in the present time with all of us, and the timeline that it works with is the same timeline that we're in. So it makes no sense to me as to why there would even be the possibility of a crossover in that. I see no need for it, and I hope it never actually happens. And the way they would have to do it is they would have to put some type of time travel in there. Like they would literally have to do some type of time travel to be able to make that work. And I can't see any feasible way for anybody to actually get on board with that and make it really resolute and a connective story. Because once you open up that box of worms, I don't think you can ever put it back in or fix it correctly. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.